Hey y'all, I'm back with a Project Life process video, and this is week 46, and I'm using the November 2017 hip kits this week. And the first thing I'm going to do is pull some of the things I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to adhere one of my photos down to a 4x6 card. So I've mentioned this before, but I skipped quite a few weeks so that I could use these really pretty, like, Christmassy themed kits with some photos from that kind of coordinate. And so I've mentioned that before, and that's something that I wanted to do. And if you can hear babies in the background, I'm watching my twin nieces, so you might hear some little grunts. I'm going to use some of the exclusive washi from the Hip Kit Club, and I'm going to place that down as kind of an anchor for these white alphas. These white alphas have really tiny black dots on them. It's super cute. They do not have numbers on those sheets, and so I did pull some gold thickers to note that it was week 46. I like the look of the washi underneath that. I think it gives a pop of color, but also you can kind of see the W and the K a lot better. So kind of continuing along with the washi theme, I added a little piece of pink washi and folded it over the top of that card. And then now I'm going to pull a coordinating heart and just kind of place that underneath the words on that exclusive Project Life card. I'm also going to pull from these puffy stickers. These are by Pink Fresh Studio, and I'm looking to see if I can use any of them at this point. One thing about pulling small embellishments or smaller embellishments at the very beginning, it kind of, I think, takes away from being able to use some of the larger pieces. A lot of times I like to lay down something larger and then put a smaller embellishment kind of like nested with it. And so I did set those aside, and I went to my stickers, and I'm using some of the word stickers, and then I'm going to go back and add some of the smaller embellishments. I'm also going to pull from the Pink Fresh Studio label sheet. It has lots of different, there's different sayings and phrases on that sticker sheet, but then there's also some blank labels perfect to write on. And they're cardstock, and they're not glossy, and I love that because it makes it a lot easier to write on, and you can pretty much use any pen for that. Right now I'm trying to find something for the photo of my friend and her daughter. We had lunch together, and so I was trying to find a little something to go on the top of that, but for now I'm going to kind of set that aside, or I thought I was. I did find a little blank circle, and then I'm going to add that right on top of the photo, just kind of for a pop of white there. As you see, I have a lot of black and white photos, which a lot of times, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll link, I always link my social media stuff down below. You'll probably notice that I do put a lot of photos in black and white, and that's because I know I'm going to end up printing them, and I'm going to want to use different types of scrapbooking products with those photos, and I don't want the colors of the photos to clash with the product. And so I go ahead and put a lot of things in black and white, and plus I just love the timeless feel of black and white photos. So I love that. I tried to use that car with that tree the last time I did a video, or the last time I posted a Project Life video, and I couldn't get it to work, and so I like forced it on this page because it's so cute, and so I definitely wanted to use that. Now I'm looking at these little Hip Kit Club exclusive buttons. I didn't find anything that I wanted to use this time, but I'm sure I'll use those in a future video or a future project. I did use some of those leather pieces. I think those are either Hip Kit Club or Pink Fresh Studio. The Pink Fresh Studio and the Hip Kit Club stuff mesh really well, and so a lot of times I get confused on what's what, but anyway, so I added a little scallop border that's kind of a leathery or a pleathery feel, which is really neat, and I like how flat they are as well, but they're kind of a fun little textured embellishment. And now I'm going to add some journaling underneath that scalloped piece that I was talking about with my Sharpie pen. I think that I've found, okay, I don't want to say that because next week I'll probably say something different, but I am loving the Sharpie pens lately. They're not near as bold as the Papermate Flair pens, which I still love and I still use them a lot. But for Project Life in my planner, I just don't know, because I am feeling like the boldness is a little bit overwhelming for me, especially with my with my handwriting, my particular handwriting. And so I want to use something that doesn't take away from like the photos and everything else, but it just gives a little bit of like a handwriting touch, and that's why I use the Sharpie pen. The other pen I like is Papermate Inkjoy, and then the what's it called? The American Crafts Precision pens. Those are a lot like the Sharpie pens. I think the Sharpie pens are a little bit more durable. I think the Precision pens, their tips are a little bit, depending on the size that you get, but I think those tips are a little bit too flexible, if that makes sense. So that is pretty much it for this spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this process. It was super quick, but super fun. I'd love to hear from you guys and see what your favorite part of this process was. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.